Hi everybody, my name is Shannon. Welcome to my channel, Another Yarn. Thank you so much for joining me today. I greatly appreciate it. That little glimpse, that's my little feral puppy. He's 3 years old. Something has him scared. I'm not really sure what, so he was coming in and out of here. He might come back, doubtful, but he might come back on my lap. Anyway, today is Tuesday. Oh my gosh, Tackle It Tuesday. That is my new series, one of them. I've got a lot. I have so many fun plans for January. Actually, so many fun plans for this year, but we're only in January, right? So that makes sense. This, I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna stand up. I finished it. I did. This is the Tackle It Tuesday. I found it in my box, and it's been hibernating in said box for 3 years. And the reason I say that is we've been in the house. February will be 3 years. Packed up everything prior to moving. That's just how you do things. And had them in boxes, bags, and bins. And when I moved into this space, I immediately doubled and tripled my yarn size in the last 3 years. Not a joke. And I put projects like this that were partials and everything. They were all nicely neat, organized, so to speak. I had the yarn with them. And I put them in these bins. And they haven't seen the light of day. And I thought, well, it'll be kind of fun to go through those. By fun, I mean torture, right? Because do we really remember what we were doing 3, 4 plus years ago on a project? We didn't write notes. Maybe you did, but I didn't, and what was I doing? Gauge size, body size changes, that's a thing. For those that did not know, I used to be in the military and had to keep my weight at a certain level. I'm not in the military anymore. My weight has gone up. My clothing size has changed. So garments that I was making for myself, a few years ago, might fit more closely. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. So finished it. We pulled this out of the bin of stuff, that I had in here. And it was in one of these. It was just, I had everything put away. Like I said, my daughter-in-law sold Zaya activewear, and these bags are great. So I had the sweater filled up in it and all the yarn. I even had the pattern. Where'd the pattern go? Doesn't matter. I finished it. It's fine. It's Queensland collection, and it's the Jasmine sweater. It is a very simple, by looks of it, I don't remember making it. Not gonna lie, I don't remember making it. But very, very simple sweater. All it needed was the sleeves. I had one sleeve was down to here. And, obviously I was going for a long sleeve. I don't need a long sleeve. The pattern showed it like this. That's what the pattern showed. But obviously I had a bright idea I was making long sleeves. So I pulled it back to here, put the garter stitch on the one side, and then finished off the other side and garter stitch, woven all the ends, and ta-da, I have a project. How cool is that? And if you weren't aware, that's the Queensland collection. It was one of the Queensland. Is the little pattern right here? Do I have it right here? Did I stick it here? Did I drop it? Stop looking for it. So it's Queensland collection. You know how a lot of the yarns will have a pattern pamphlet that you can buy $5, $6 or what have you? That's what this one was to sell the yarn. Queensland collection is a wool cotton blend, a 55% wool, 45% cotton blend. It's a number 2 fine. They're 50-gram put-ups and 251 yards. Nice. This is, I forget where it's made. The color is Kingfisher, and I don't know. It's an organic cotton, soft machine washable blend of lamb's wool and cotton. Good enough, good enough. Anyway, that's what I used, and I used 4.6 balls of it because I weighed the sweater once it was done. So yeah, 4.6 balls. So I have 1.4 balls left that I can give away or what have you if I don't want to use it. And I would give away the extra portion. I know I was listening to Erin from Crafting Kitty earlier, and she feels a little weird about giving away, like partial skeins or something. And my attitude is I would, because if I were to send the one ball to somebody, maybe they need just a little bit more. And I have a partial skein, and you can either keep it or throw it away, but it might help you, might save you from playing yarn chicken, right? That's just my attitude for it, but we all have different attitudes. Anyway, so I got this done, and what else did I do? Oh, let's see. I did get, remember the Miranda sweater? Ooh, this is gonna be so pretty. This is by the Maxima yarn. Let me see. Look, I have one wound up. See, I had everything all together. And where else is the other? Look at this. Look. Yeah. Isn't that beautiful? So this is the Manos Maxima, and other people looked it up for me. Right now, this retails in Canada for $39.99. I think that's probably Canadian money, but I don't know what the translation is for US dollars. And in US dollars, about $29 a skein. I paid $15 a skein at the time. Unless I got it on sale, which I don't know. But yeah, so that tells you how long I've had this around. It's gorgeous. For those that have wanted to see me in blue, ta-da! I am in blue. Look at this. I got blue here. I got this pretty blue. So this sweater is a hooded sweater. It's short sleeve. Okay, so the pattern shows it's short sleeve. It's a short sleeve hoodie, so a vest, with like a kangaroo pouch, right? So here is, I know it's really busy yarn. You're like, I can't see any of that. There's cable-y stuff down the front. Let me pull it up front closer. Can we see that? Can we see that at all? There's some pattern there, trust me. There's pattern. Maybe this wasn't the best colorway to use that pattern for, but I don't care. I tried it on last week when I did my last week's video for Tuesday. It feels amazing. This is a snuggly hug. This is like hubby's sweater that I made for him on the Arcane Fiberworks. It's so cozy and toasty. And like I said, the pattern shows short sleeve, so it's not much past here and then you're just doing the finishing work. I don't think so. I have this right here. I have two that are not wound, and I have one that is wound. I was planning to try to make this long sleeve. That's what I'm thinking. It does have a hood. I want to make the hood. So right now, I did start working on it. I did. So see where that needle's sticking out? I'd put all of this on. That right there is holding the stitches. It doesn't need to be held. They're not live stitches, but I mean, that's where I'm going to place that pocket. So I'm doing stockinette stitch right here. And then I'm going to come back and put this. You can see there's patterning. Like I said, the yarn's not the best choice to see patterning. Don't care. It's pretty. So we're just doing stockinette down here. And it says I have 35 rounds to do. So you can see where the needle's sticking out. That's where I started. Yeah. So I put some work onto it. I finished the sweater to put some work on here. And once I do that 35 stitches or 35 rows, then I'll come back and start to work that pocket flap. And then most likely, once I do the however many rows, probably 34, 35 for the pocket, then I'll go ahead and knit the front pocket to the main body. On the next round, I'll probably knit those two together as I come to those stitches. And that way they're nice and secure. I have the kangaroo pocket. Then I'll continue on most likely to the ribbing. I don't know, I haven't read that far ahead. It took a little bit to figure out what size am I making, right? I mean, hello, no clue. I figured I'd be making a large or an XL. I was making a medium. But I do remember my friend when she made this, she made it and we were probably making the same size. And she ended up giving it to me. It was a tent. It's top down. You're supposed to be able to try it on as you go, but she didn't do it. I didn't do it. Hold on yards. She was making it for herself and it was way too big for her, way too big for me. It was like a dress almost, and she's shorter than me, so it definitely wasn't going to work for her. So she was completely disheartened and just gave me the whole project. I mean, we live and learn, right? We all do things that like, what was I thinking? So maybe it runs big. I don't know. Did I do a gauge back then? Probably not. I probably just went, what? You said size 8 needles and worsted weight yarn? I'm there. I'm pretty sure that's what I did. Don't know, but I'm pretty sure. So happy with this. It's back into rotation. I mean, that's what this whole little series is about, is putting it back in and seeing what I can do. It's not necessarily I'm going to get something done every week. Truthfully, having gotten done 2 things from the bin, this was the first one. I just needed some finishing work. This cute little top dress, whatever, and I'll put ribbon right here, some shiny little satiny ribbon, and it's just a pattern that I made up for one of the grandkids. But I didn't expect to actually get things done from said bin in a timely manner, and the fact that I got that done, this done, pulled 2 things out and got another thing on the needles. Oh, and I even have the bunny hop one on the needles too, and did some work on it. I'm thrilled. This whole series to me is absolutely amazing. So here's the, for those that don't remember, this one, this is a little sweater. I'm working on the sleeves. I was able to finish the front, sew the front and back together, and do the neck treatment. Okay, that's cool. Again, it's more progress. It's farther. I just have the sleeves to do. We know how much I love sleeves. We know how much I love sleeves. But wow, I really did not expect to take this on to the degree. I figured it would be a, hey, look at all the cool things in my bin, and maybe work on it for an hour or so during the week, space it out with everything else that I'm working on, and go, look, I did 4 rows. Got it, right? I really didn't expect to get progress at all. So the fact that I have finished projects, I am thrilled. All right, so I know I teased some stuff last week, and you can kind of see it. Let me do that bag. You can kind of see some stuff here on that orange and green thing. I will show you said orange and green thing. Oh, the pattern is there. It is a dragon. Allen Dart. It is a dragon. Do I have all the yarn for it? Probably not. I'm not 100% sure. Can I substitute other colors? 100% I can. So, good thing I do have the pattern. Allen Dart's Devilish Dragon, and it's huge. That is what this is, Devilish Dragon. All right, it is big, and that's a lot of pages right there. All right, so I know at one point I was using the body of the dragon to hold my stuffing, and then I ended up unstuffing it, and you know, so the yarn that I used for this is Yarn Gang. It is a yarn that Michaels carried for a very short stint. It was one of those Michaels exclusives, and they had it for a very limited amount of time. They discounted it drastically, and it disappeared. That was it. So, and I had a bunch of it, and a bunch of different colors. Do I have enough of these colors to finish? I don't know, but I have enough of this yarn that I can mismatch other colors. It'll just be a dragon of many colors. So the Yarn Gang yarn, these were 50-gram little balls, 79 yards, a worsted weight cotton acrylic, 60% cotton, 40% acrylic, number 4 worsted weight, machine washable and dryable. And I've made a lot of amigurumi out of this over the years. So I've got a blue one sticking in here. I don't know if I have any more of that green and the orange, but we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna see where I'm at. I don't even have my needles in it anymore. I pulled the needles out. I do remember doing that a long time ago. So I've got some orange. That's a good sign. I've got some green. That's a good sign. I have some stuffing in there. Okay. And I don't know. Here. Okay. So I have some needles. Okay. I do have needles that I've got something knitting on it. All right. So nothing's getting pulled out. This looks like it's a tail. What do we think? Looks like I got a tail. Yeah. So like I said, this is big. This is big. So I've got the body, and that's it. I have the body and the tail, and ooh, what's this down here? Something fell. What is? Oh, this looks like it's the face piece, the head or something. Let me see. You know how I'm with amig? Yep, that looks like that's the head. See? Yeah. That's like the head of this thing. Yeah, when I don't do amigurumi and I don't finish it right away, and this is knit, and I knit it really, really tight, and it looks like I'm probably doing it on 3s with a worsted weight, very tightly knit. And let's see, how does this thing go? So I'm guessing, yeah, something like that. And there's a lot of pieces left. There's a lot left of this. I mean, do we see this picture? So it looks like I got, look at that picture. All right, so I have the main body, I have the tail. There's other things on the tail. Okay, there's those ridgy things on the tail. You got ear flaps, we got eyeballs, we got nostril holes, we've got 2 arms, we've got claws. Each one has 3 claws, it looks like. What are the bottom? Oh, and the bottom does too. That's a lot of pieces. Do I have a lot of hope for this one? Not really. It's cute, look at that. Allen Dart, if you've never made an Allen Dart pattern, they are fantastic. There's a lot of pieces to this thing. I mean, that's a lot of pieces. And yeah, we know I got Layla over here, the head. She's 10 years old. I don't know how old this thing is, but Layla is 10, but she can be displayed. You can't display this. You can't display this. So I don't know. But I had it, and I kind of teased a little bit because as soon as I saw the color, I knew what it was. I'm I'm not that far. I mean, I am. I wonder what this thing is. I don't know. But yeah, it's slightly stuffed because I had stuffed it previously and then I just used it to hold my stuffing. Yeah, I used it as a polyfill bag and I just unstuffed it as I needed stuffing. I know, he got gutted. He got gutted a lot. I'm saying he. Kind of looks feminine. I don't know. Designer of knitted fabrics and toys. How many pages is this thing? That's a lot of pages. Do we see that? That's a lot of pages. Okay. Alan Dart, All Patterns and Photographs, 2008. Alan Dart, Devilish Dragon, pages 1 of 6. So I made the body. I'm curious. I have a body. Feet. I didn't make feet. Well, that's page 3. Probably went in order. Page 2. Made the body. Body front piece. I did that. Head piece. I did that. Tail piece. Make 1. I did that. Ooh, okay. Legs. So that's probably a leg. So what I have on the needles here, whatever it's stuffed in there, that's probably a leg. So I have finished the first 2 of 6 pages. Yeah. Okay. There's a lot of feet and yeah, 2 legs and 2 feet pieces and 2 soles, and you have 6 claws and you have 2 arms and you have some fins and you have 2 tail pieces. Oh, there's wings. You have 2 back wings. You have head wings. You have a mouth. You have a tongue. Oh yeah, and that's only getting to page 4. What else do we have? We have teeth, eyes, eyelids, nostrils, and then you get to sew it all up. Yeah, that's gonna stay in the bag for a while. I'm not gonna lie. I am not even gonna, you know, yeah. I had a friend that was constantly, she finished hers. She was like, hey, when are you gonna finish your dragon? When are you gonna finish your dragon? I'm like, leave me alone. I don't wanna. Leave me alone. Yeah, that's gonna haunt me. That's a lot. That's a lot. So we're gonna tuck that back in. I'm gonna tuck that back in the little bag, and I'm gonna Ziploc that, and I'm gonna pretend that I don't know what the heck that is. Shall we see if there's something else in here that maybe I can get some progress on? I think I'm gonna take the win with the Miranda top. I mean, just finished this, and I'm working on that. I've got 2 projects that I'm working on from the bin. I'm gonna take that as a win, but I'm curious. What's this? Look at that. What is that? That's socks. That's socks. I think these are going to get pulled out. Let's see. I have socks. Do I have one done? Okay. Oh, that's one of those weirdly constructed socks. Look at that. So that is one sock. And those are live stitches here. Yeah, this is going to get pulled out. And I will use the yarn for something else probably. Yeah. I am not going to try to figure out where that is. So that one's going to be a pulled out. So I'll consider that a success to make a decision that I am not going to use that. And then I'll just redeal with the needles. So yeah, that's, I wouldn't mind making that pattern, but that's not happening. What's this? It's got a button on it. It's done. Whatever it is, it's done. Look at that. So that's cute. And let me see. Is this a collar for a doll? I've got grandkids that like dolls. You know, let me button that thing. Okay, maybe I can't. Okay, there you go. It's got a cute little heart button. Look at that. It's either a cuff for a boot. Oh, there's 2 of them. Oh, that's what it is. Oh, look. Those are little boot cuffs that you can put on, you know, fancy for your dressing your boots, I think. I'm not really sure. Just telling you, I'm not really sure. But isn't that cute with the button? That's adorable. So there's one, and here's the other. Oh, and they both have buttons. So whatever they are, they're done. I'm going to say they're boot cuffs, but I will probably just give them to my granddaughter and tell her they're shawls for her doll. But I think being that there's a pair, that's what it was for, because my daughter was wearing the little cuffs on her boots and stuff for a while. But I think that's going to fit really cute on... Yeah, I think I'll just give it to the granddaughter for her dolls. But what do you think? The little cuffs or something? I don't know. They're cute. There, I'm fancy. So I found a finished project. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but I did find a finished project, and I'm gonna take that as a win. There you go. And I'm gonna give that probably to, like I said, the grandkids like dresses or dolls. And would that fit around an American Girl doll around the neck? I don't know. You know, those my generation American Girl type, those 18-inch dolls that the kids like, that are just like, they're not cuddly, they're not cute, they're just whatever, they're status symbol. I don't know. Anyway, so I do have something done. That's pretty cool. I'll pass those on. I mean, it is pretty sparkly yarn. You see that? Pretty blue sparkle with nice crochet, yeah, nice little crochet design. That was adorable. Look at that. Stretch that out. That's pretty cool. All right. That's what I have right now. Is there more in the bag? Yes, yes, there is. But don't worry, because once we finish going through this bin and just showing what's in there and kind of tackling the things that we can tackle and just knowing my limits, right? I have a lot going on, don't we all? Knowing my limits, take the wins when I can take the wins, pull some things out if that's necessary, tuck some things back in. It's not going to hurt anything if that's necessary. And then we can go through another one, because these are my vintage whips. And this bin right here, pretty sure it's vintage whips too. It is. Yeah. So don't worry, we're not going to run out for a while. And I'm pretty sure I have some other project bags around here of things that didn't fit into the bins that we can go through once those are done. So we're going to knock it down. We're going to get a few things down and feel really accomplished this year. It's absolutely amazing going through so much. And ta-da! I have a new sweater that I can wear. How much fun is that? All right, guys, let me know what you've accomplished. If you've done this, if you've taken on the challenge, whatever that means for you, for the tackling it, whatever type of organization, getting things done, whatever it means to you, tell me how you've gotten through it. What have you done? Are you feeling proud of yourself? I'm feeling pretty proud. So I'd like to hear your stories too. With that, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. You guys have a great day, night, evening, whatever it happens to be. And I will talk to you again later. Bye-bye.